Good evening. My name is Samantha Jarvis in Miss Abercrombie's Health and Safety class at Chattahoochee Tech. Today I will be talking to you about strangers and how to teach your children never to go with strangers and what a stranger is. So first we'll talk about what is a stranger, the definition of a stranger, and yeah. Next, we'll talk about never going with strangers. So, teaching your child why it is important never to go with a stranger. And finally, we will talk about who are trusted adults. Teaching your kids what the definition is of a trusted adult and how to find one. So, first, we'll talk about the definition of a stranger. A stranger is a person who someone doesn't know. It's a person your kid doesn't know. Literally anybody your kid does not know is a stranger. If, say, I'm your friend as a parent, one parent is a friend with the other parent, but the kid does not know that parent, that parent is a stranger to the kid. But also, literally just anybody walking down the street is a stranger. If your kid hasn't met this person yet, they're a stranger. So explaining what a stranger is to your child is kind of difficult. So, like, if your kid is younger, it's a little bit harder for them to understand that even if someone looks really, really nice, they could be not nice. So, the way you can teach your kids what a stranger is and, how to stay away from them is just firmly telling them a stranger is anybody you do not know. If you feel unsafe, find somebody you feel safe with and tell them you do not feel safe. Like, it's that simple. Next is never going with strangers. Why it's important never to go with a stranger, even at my age of 21, even my age, people don't know that, you can't just go with strangers. Like, even riding in Ubers. I see too many things where it's saying, like, oh, Uber driver kidnaps 20-year-old, or Uber driver kidnaps 28-year-old. Like, it's those things that you really make me scared to do stuff outside of the house. But my suggestion is just don't. But honestly, the way you can explain never to go with a stranger to your kids is firmly tell them, and this is what Scholastic says. From Scholastic, it says, in a calm but firm manner, you instruct your kids never to go anywhere, never to get in a car, never answer questions, or don't accept anything from a stranger. Meaning, don't accept anything from people you don't know unless your parent says it is okay. So, like, if your parent's standing here and you're talking to somebody that your parent knows and they offer you something, your parent's like, yes, that's fine, you could take it. But in any other situation, don't do it. But it also even adds in, even if the person seems friendly. There are a lot of people, like predators, that seem like they are very friendly, but they're not. Next, just honestly, just talk openly to your kids about strangers. Like, honestly, tell them stories. Don't put in all the gory details, but just be open with your kids about what a stranger is and why you don't want them to go with strangers, because you care about their safety, and like, you care that they don't, like, that you get to keep them for a very long time. Like, just explain with them, talk openly. Excuse me. And then finally we'll talk about what a trusted adult is. Excuse me. So a trusted adult is, and this is from Oxford, a trusted adult is someone that your child, or literally anybody, would turn to and for help, and that person will take them seriously. No matter what, will always take them seriously. So with me, my trusted adult is my mom, or my grandparent, or one of my old teachers, or like literally anybody that would take me seriously. But for my nephew, his trusted adult could be me. It could be his mom. It could be his dad. It just depends on who those trusted adults we teach them to have. So with your kid, you need to establish those trusted adults. Like, if they're at school, those trusted adults are counselors, or the principal, or their teacher even. And then when they're at home, it's you as a parent, or you as a grandparent. And then finally, the way you can teach them how to find these trusted adults is just make a list of the adults. Even if it's simple words like mom, dad, aunt, uncle, like cousin, teacher, principal, like simple one words. It doesn't have to be their name. And then, like, even making a list of everybody you have in your life, and then letting the kid decide who they feel safest with. So number 1, mom and dad. Number 2, aunt. Number 3, principal. Number 4, like, so on and so forth. And then also, while they're considering it, have them figure out who they think will listen to them, who will believe them even if they don't seem like they're believable. I mean, that happens a lot with kids. But yeah, so yeah. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.